Welcome. We are back. Another day in the market. How's everybody doing? We got JG, Steven, Florida Nick, Patrick, Spiderwebs, Neutron Flux Labs, Charles, KTF, Maxime, Ty, Linta Glenn, Simply Sunk. How's everybody doing in the chat? We're going to be talking about Bitcoin, then the stock market, then CLOV and Fisker, then some other ongoing trades, and then we'll probably have time for tick requests. So yeah, this is the final stream of the week. I'm live tonight, obviously, and then like 95% I'm not going to be live tomorrow night. And I know I wasn't live yesterday night, just a very busy week for me. So yeah, we're going to try and cover as much as we can on this stream, starting off with Bitcoin. I think it was on September 26th, right around over here. So when I shared the alert in the Discord at 43K. Since that alert, Bitcoin is up 25% in about a little bit over a week. So really good stuff on Bitcoin. Obviously today alone it was up about 8%, and yeah, it's amazing. I mean, this is the first time that Bitcoin is really holding above 50K since like May. We had a little bit, maybe like a day and a half that we were above it in the beginning of September, but now we're just well above it by about 10%. So yeah, I mean, there's really not much resistance left until about 59K. RSI is technically not overbought currently on the daily RSI, and yeah, so Bitcoin's looking good for right now. Of course, back testing is always possible, but yeah, the trade's already in profit. It's already a winning trade, so really good stuff on Bitcoin. For the other altcoin trades, I'm just gonna give an update on how they've been doing. The Zcash trade is up 9%. That was alerted last Friday. The OXT trade is up only about, actually fell down quite a bit. Now it's only up about 2%, alerted last Friday. And then I think UMA is about the same. They both kind of pulled back, only 2%. But at one point, UMA was up like 10%. So yeah, some pullbacks on the altcoin trades, but they're still in profit. And let's see what's going on with the stock market. And starting off the stream, Florida Nick with the $5 tip. I'm waiting for it to show up. Just a reminder, super chats, YouTube pretty much, takes, I think, like 30% or something of that. The Streamlabs tip link is always the best. That's always pinned in chat and it's in the description, and it takes PayPal and credit card. As your attorney, I advise you that this isn't financial advice. I mean, yeah, in general, the stream is never financial advice. Florida Nick is not my attorney, but thank you for letting everybody know that there's nothing here that's financial advice. And thank you for the tip. Let's get some vibes in the chat for Florida Nick. What's up, Zeke for Bleak in the chat? You getting sleep? Gotta make sure you're getting sleep. I did sleep pretty well last night. But I slept pretty late at the same time, so I just woke up late. But yeah, let's talk about what's going on with the market. My last stream was on Monday night, and the summary from Monday night stream was that I was starting to turn bullish again, at least short term for the overall stock market. If you watch Monday night stream, I spent like 15-20 minutes talking about why I was turning short term bullish. And yeah, today we were up about 0.5% on the S&P. Yesterday we were up 1% on the S&P, so we're up since Monday's stream. Let's see how much we're up. I didn't mean to do that. Since Monday's stream, the S&P is up about 1.5%. So 2 days later, and we're starting to see that bounce that I was talking about. Even on Monday's stream, I said, regardless of what tomorrow looks like, I think we're going to see some green. It would have been surprising to me if we didn't see green between yesterday and today. So we saw 2 days pretty green. Even today, I don't know if we gapped. We actually gapped up a little bit, and then I think we went red. Actually, no, it was the opposite of that. So today was the 6th. So we gapped down to start off the day, and then we kind of, we gapped down, and then we just kind of went all the way back up to yesterday. So really good stuff. Yeah, I mean, the market, it's good for right now. Again, I'm still kind of bullish, but we're kind of getting to this level on the S&P 500 where we are about to be retesting this resistance, right? So 4370 was our prior support from over here. Okay, it was support over here, but we broke under that on the 20th of September, and we broke under it again on the 28th of September, and now it is your resistance. It's very clear to see that. So this 4370 level on the S&P is the huge level, and we're just under it. You know, we're only 0.15% under it. So that level, you know, if futures stay green, we could be testing that level tomorrow, whether we gap above it or not. Futures right now are green, pretty nice. Nasdaq futures are up almost 0.5% currently. So that's my thoughts on the S&P. And you know, the daily, it still could be I think the only one potential bearish case you can make would be that it still could be back testing the breakdown of the head and shoulders, but I don't know. We'll see what happens between tomorrow and Friday, if we're able to, you know, get above that and hold above it or not. And then this is the real story, the 4 hour. This is what I was pretty much talking about on Monday night. We were in that descending broadening wedge, and I talked about that classic bullish divergence on Monday night stream. We had it on the 1 hour, and I was hoping that the 1 hour would help the 4 hour confirm its divergence, and that did happen. So now your 4 hour has confirmed classic bullish divergence for the S&P 500, and the 1 hour classic bullish divergence has already played out. And where did that all start? With the PCZ of the bullish shark. On Monday, I tweeted this out and I shared in the Discord. That was the low of the week for the S&P. And I don't know if you'd want to look at this like an inverse head and shoulders, but first off, Stephen M with the $10 tip says Palantir vibes, ARC vibes, MARA vibes. Yeah, pretty good streak currently. For all the new premium members, we had like a little bit of a rough start on Monday, but between yesterday and today, we've had, I think, a hat trick on options trades between Palantir, ARC, and MARA, like you just said. So yeah, hope you're doing well, Stephen. Thank you again for another tip. Let's get some vibes in the chat for Stephen M. I really appreciate all the support. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, you know, for the S&P 500, maybe you could look at it like this, but typically you don't want your shoulders to be literally right next to where the head is on an inverse head and shoulders. So it's a little bit, you could just look at like a range instead. I'm just trying to throw out different things. So yeah, in general, that 4370 is a huge level for the S&P. Talking about the Nasdaq, just like we talked about on Monday night, that 4 hour classic bullish divergence is now confirmed. All right, so we had it on the 1 hour on Monday night stream, and since the 1 hour played out, it's allowing the 4 hour to confirm, and we'll see whether or not the 4 hour plays out, but pretty much the same exact thing for the Nasdaq. We are just under our prior support, right? So what was once support over here has flipped into resistance since we broke under it. I think last Thursday, maybe Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, so last Thursday we broke under it, and now it's your resistance. So between tomorrow and Friday, it'll be interesting to see if, you know, this acts again as resistance for like the 5th day in a row, or if we're able to like kind of reclaim that. All right, so that's really my thoughts on the S&P and the Nasdaq. The IWM was actually red today, so small caps were actually doing a pretty good job of really just not selling off as much as large caps in the last few weeks, or really just in September, or towards the end of September, let's put it like that. But today they were actually pretty much lagging. The Russell 2000 was pretty much the only index that was red. But you did actually get a bullish pin bar candle today. That's about it, if I'm being honest. Maybe you can get some sort of a harmonic. Let me just take another look at this 1 hour chart for the Russell 2000. All right. We chart it like this, then you really don't have a harmonic yet. But if we look at it like this, I don't know, maybe like a shark is possible, but you're not, kind of went down to an 82% retrace, and it can't be a cipher because you don't have a minimum B retrace of a 0.382. So a little bit of an unconventional XABCD there. And that's really the IWM. It really is not that clear right now. It's just kind of in between two different demand lines. So it's under this demand line, but it's above this demand line, and it's technically still above 219, which is like, if you zoom into a lot of different days, 219 has been an important level throughout the whole entire year. But yeah, that's the Russell 2000. And then finally, the ARC ETF. Really good. We talked about this again on Monday. We talked about how there was classic bullish divergence on the ARC ETF, and these blue lines show you what happened the last 2 times there was 1 hour classic bullish divergence over here. The ARC went up about 5%, and then over here there was classic bullish divergence, and the ARC went up 11% off of 1 hour classic bullish divergence. We got that same exact setup on the oscillators again on Monday at the PCZ of a bullish deep crab inside of a descending broadening wedge at a support. So we had multiple variables, and since the low, you're up about 3.5%. If you're a premium member, I think we did about 30% profit playing calls on ARC so far this week, and it broke out of the wedge. So again, you know, everything so far on Monday is what I was hoping for on Monday is currently playing out. So even here, the 1 hour divergence helped to confirm the 4 hour classic bullish divergence. But yeah, I mean, I really hope you all are enjoying like the overall market coverage. I feel like ever since, I mean, this year in general, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but there's just been so many different scenarios. Like for example, on March 5th, when I, you know, was tweeting out like crazy and in the Discord the whole entire day saying I think that the market's about to bounce. That was like the first, you know, nice call this year. Then in May, we were at the PCZ of a bullish Gartley. Or no, it might have been a crab. We were at the PCZ of a bullish crab on the ARC ETF. Right over there. Perfect. Just perfect crab on the 4 hour for the ARC. And in the beginning of May, we had a pretty rough sell-off. I think the NASDAQ had like an actual correction in the beginning of May where it dropped about 10%. Let's see. Pretty close to it, about an 8% correction. But even on the NASDAQ, I think there was some sort of harmonics as well. But yeah, I mean, and then now again, you know, we had a rough September, but really since the stream on September 20th, which was this day, you know, I said I think we're going to be getting so when we had that first like, you know, big drop over here, I said I think we're going to be getting a short-term bounce, but I don't think it's going to hold up too well. We got that short-term bounce. It did not hold up too well. Then we sold off back over here, and then what happened on Monday, I said again, I'm getting short-term bullish on the market, and you're starting to see a bounce now going into tomorrow into Friday. I think it's just all about how we react to this 4370 level on the S&P and this 14.5 level, 14.5K level on the NASDAQ. So that's my thoughts on the market right now. Futures are green. Anything else? I don't think that's open yet. And is Evergrande unhalted? I don't know, because it's giving me like a pre-market price, which is weird. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the market. I mean, a couple other things. The dollar, you know, keep an eye on the dollar in general with everything going on with debt. Dollar's going higher. We talked about that cup and handle pretty much in August, I think is when we were talking about that cup and handle on the dollar. That's currently playing out. The US 10-year, look at this. We talked about this ascending triangle on the US 10-year back in August. That broke out, and now look, even from like a larger picture, the US 10-year broke out of the supply line and even back tested it perfectly and then bounced off of it again, kind of like a mini break hook and go. So watching that. And then finally gold. Really nothing to talk about on gold for right now. I don't know, gold's just been weird this year. Well, I mean, 2020 was really good up until August, and then you just kind of shifted on gold. But to be fair, just, you know, from 2018 to 2020 in August, it had a very, very nice run. I mean, if you really zoom out more, technically since like 2015, but then again, it's gold. So yeah, I don't know. We've looked at this on stream before, like a super mega cup and handle. I know Mitch Ray has talked about it, I believe, on his stream. Just trying to look at a bunch of different things, see what's going on with the market. And yeah, probably talk about CLOV next. I was just already on the weekly chart, but look at this though. If CLOV closes a week somewhere around this price point, you're gonna have a bullish hammer on the weekly. But we'll go over to the daily and we'll talk about that. So let me see what's up in the chat first though, and let me drink some tea before it gets cold. So yeah, we're gonna talk CLOV, then we're gonna talk Fisker, then we're gonna talk PBR, and then Trip, and then we'll do take requests. Remember, final stream of the week, so sit back and just absorb all the technicals. Look at this, I got a TradingView mug. We're using TradingView to chart right now. It's not sponsored, but I was able to get this TradingView mug. I think they have these for sale, I don't know. I think they're on their website, but. And then I also got, I was supposed to show these on Monday night stream, but I didn't. I also got these cards, they're like limited edition cards from TradingView. They're really cool. there's a bunch of cool things in them. I'm not going to show all of them, but I mean, you have stuff like this. You can see the Bitcoin. And then we got the stop loss. And then we got the diamond hands. And then we got Papa Elon. I don't even know if you can see his face, but they have his face in there too. It's pretty cool. I wanted to show it on Monday, but I just forgot. So yeah, let's see what's up in the chat. Yeah, Linta Glenn. Lord Nick says that's how you get more sleep, you wake up later. Yeah, I mean, we got only 23 likes. I know I wasn't live like yesterday, and I know when the schedule gets messed up, it just, I don't know if it messes with the algorithm or just throws everybody off because you're not sure if I'm going to be streaming or not, but let's run up the like numbers real quickly. Let's get to 30. What's up, Medi? Hope you're doing well. What's up, Cheddar Freeze? It says go Dodgers, headed out. Roku had a huge day today, Keanu. What else is in the chat? Yeah, the Shibu coin's going crazy. We're gonna be doing take requests after I talk about CLOV and Fisker and PBR and Trip. I see a couple of Teslas in the chat, so we'll talk about it when we get to take requests. I'll just throw it on my watch list right now. All right, there we go. We got the 32 likes, and we got about 50 people in here. All right, so with CLOV right now, what I've pretty much said. All right, let's go over here. From a purely technical standpoint, all right, what I've said since, is it not going to show? Where is it? Which one was it? This one. All right, so what I've said, all right, since this stream, which was the 28th, let's see, 28th. All right, that was last Tuesday. Let's go over to CLOV. Whoa, I did not want to click an ad. February. All right, 786. All right, so CLOV is down about 5% since that stream, but from a technical standpoint, I have no, or how do I put this? I look at the same. On that stream, price was 5% higher. I said I think we're in a bottoming area. I literally said on that stream, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be right away, but I think we're generally in the bottoming area for CLOV. I've said that. And for the last few nights, I mean, I wasn't live last night, but I've just been saying the same thing. I know it's down a little bit, you know, since that stream, 4 or 5%. But I don't really see a difference. How do I put it? You know, obviously this down trend since 11 has been horrible. You know, at 11, at 10, at 9, at 8, I didn't really say that I thought it was like actually bottoming, but at 780ish, I said I think we're in the general area where it could be bottoming, and I still think the same thing. We're about 40 cents lower from then. And what's up with the technicals right now for CLOV? So again, this is not like real technical or anything. I mean, I guess it could be, but let me just clear this off my chart. Just for a visual, I mean, you could see you have very, very similar price action. So this was March to May for CLOV, and then this was July to right now for CLOV. Of course, I have no way to know the future. I don't know if this is going to be what happens next. I hope it is, but I don't know. So just the 2-day chart. We're going to keep remembering that chart and what it looks like, but really we're going to be breaking down the technicals on the daily, 4-hour, and 1 hour. So on the daily, on Monday night, we talked about how the classic bullish divergence had a potential. Well, it still does have potential, and it's still pretty close to confirming. It's looking good. The classic bullish divergence is looking good. On the RSI, you're holding that 36 level, which is where CLOV bottomed at, right over here. So the CLOV was at 36 on the RSI on this low, and it went up about 22%. CLOV was at 36 on the RSI at this low, and it went up just a slight 360%, 355%, of course. It had like, I don't know, triple the short interest on paper back then, so keep that in mind. But what's going on with the candles apart from the oscillators on the daily? Bullish engulfing candle today, textbook bullish engulfing candle. You engulfed yesterday's candle's body, and yeah, daily candle, good stuff right there. You've also bounced off of this like 710 area for the last 3 days in a row. So pretty much every single day this week, it's gone down to about 710-ish, and it's bounced off of that level every single day. On the 4 hour, you now have confirmed classic bullish divergence. Let's see if we can find the last time there was confirmed classic bullish divergence on the 4 hour chart. It looks like I found it. This was the last time that there was confirmed classic bullish divergence on the chart. What happened on that? It went from about 850 to 11, about up 32%. So that was the last time you had that type of divergence. Also on the 4 hour, you had a bullish engulfing candle. You could see that you've been bouncing off of that support area. Let's go over to the 1 hour, okay? You again hit the PCC of this extended bullish butterfly. You've bounced off of that PCC, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. You hit the PCC of an alternate bat. You've bounced at that PCC, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Again, you want that to be a 1.13, a little bit more optimally, but it's still within the ranges of a bat between the 886 and the 113, which would take me to an alternate bat. Also on the 30-minute chart, you have a breakout of this little triangle it's been in pretty much the whole entire week. So a little bit of a descending triangle. Today it was able to bounce off the bottom of it once again. It broke it, it back tested the breakout, and then it went up again. That's called a break, hook, and go. So 30-minute bullish, 1 hour bullish, 4 hour bullish, daily bullish. I don't know where this came from. Just take that off the daily chart. So you could see all the technicals that I brought up and why I'm saying bullish for all those time frames, because there are textbook bullish technicals on those time frames. You cannot argue that. They're there. I mean, the butterfly's a bit extended. The bat didn't go down to the 1.13 retrace, but other than that, all the bullish divergence is there. Bullish engulfing candles are there. You bounced at the same price 3 days in a row, and you broke out of a triangle today. So you have all of that. Now, just because all the time frames are bullish, it does not mean that there's a certainty that the price is going to go up. It just raises the probability. That's all technicals are. Of course, there could be news that overrides all of that. The market could override all of that. I'm just reading you the technicals. When there's been bearish technicals, I've brought it up to all of you. I cannot find a bearish technical on CLOV right now, apart from the obvious trend, which is bearish right now. It isn't a bear trend. But that's been the same thing since June 10th. All right. So yeah, that's CLOV right now. There's no other way for me to put it. I don't know if it'll go up. I hope it goes up. Technicals are saying that you have multiple bullish signals on multiple time frames, which is what I look for in all my trades. And yeah, am I still in CLOV? I am still in CLOV. I'm trading around my core position, but I'm putting myself in a position where I can risk money if I'm wrong. So you do whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to do. Just wanted to bring up everything I'm seeing on the chart. And yeah, one final thing. Where did it bounce off of? Yet again, the lower Bollinger Band. What happened the last time was at the lower Bollinger Band. It went from 750 to 11. Before that, it went from 770 to 945. Before that, it went from $6.50 to $28. Before that, it went from 7 to about 930. All right, so again, you're at the lower Bollinger Band on the 4 hour and you just bounced off of it. We'll see what it's got, but also the volume is pretty much as low as it could get right now. So, you know, from a supply and demand perspective, that really just means there's not that much supply anymore. You had a lot of supply from over here to over here. Currently, you do not have that much supply, but you also do not have that much demand. I don't care what your Führer will tell you, there is not a lot of demand for CLOV right now. That is a fact. If there was a lot of demand for CLOV right now, the price would be higher. That's how stocks move, okay? I'm just bringing you all the facts. Can demand come in soon? Of course it could. Do I know if it will? I don't. But but you just have really dry volume, and you'd probably be looking for an increase of volume, and of course, you know, a demand side volume, not a supply side volume, because right now you just have a little bit of both. But historically on CLOV, what happens after periods of extremely low volume? You have kind of switched over into demand volume. Typically, all the highs on CLOV have been on high volume. Pretty clear to see that if we zoom out. This high over here was on high volume. This high was on high volume. The high at 11 was on high volume. What have historically the lows on CLOV been at? Low volume. Low volume at this low volume here. Insanely low volume over here. And again, I don't know for sure if it's the low, but if those technicals do play out, yeah, again, low volume. So that's everything for Clover. I'm not really going to be looking at, I know we look at the trading ticks options data a lot, but until it's like moving and stuff, I don't think there's really a point of looking at it, because the options chain and whatnot doesn't matter if there's no price movement. So we'll look at that if you start getting more volume and price action. But yeah, that's CLOV. Let's talk about FSR next. Still not too much to update on FSR. Watch out for that daily MACD. It's a little bit close to going red, but on the 4-hour, could be flagging out a little bit, and you have potential hidden bullish divergence if the MACD crosses over to green eventually on the 4-hour before FSR breaks under 12, which hopefully it can do that. I think the only way that doesn't happen is if the market sells off or if there's bad news for FSR, but who knows. So yeah, you still have a gap fill at like 1368 that's not filled. You're still in that down sloping channel. I would just like to see FSR get back above the mid 1450 level, which was a support back from January. That's it for FSR. PBR, the new one, it broke out of this wedge. Now it could be back testing the wedge, and hopefully you can just stay above the 200-day moving average at 10 bucks. That's really all I'm looking for on PBR. Very, very long-term structure. Cup and wedge. Wouldn't call it a cup and handle. We're going to call it a cup and wedge. And yeah, it really hasn't moved much. And then finally, Trip was up 2% today, trying to get back above that 36. I just want to seriously see Trip hold above it, like not just chopping around it. I want to see it just hold above this area and maybe start chilling out over here. It's just in a make or break area still. It's been testing this resistance since the end of August, and it's not really doing much. So, you know, there's obviously longer term variables potentially at play here, and short term there's just not much movement. And yeah, I mean, Ford already hit that first target. Not much to update on this one. So that's what's going on. Bitcoin is pulling back a little bit right now. It's currently at 54.3K. Lowest price since about 11 a.m. And that's what's going on. So that's pretty much the coverage from the day. It only took me half an hour today. It usually takes me like an hour. So hopefully all that was educational. If you're enjoying the stream, hit that like button. Let's get to 40 likes right now. And if you're not subscribed, we always go through phases. You know, there's some months we'll get 600 or 700 subscribers. There's other months where we'll get like 100. This might be like the 100 type of month, unfortunately. But if you are watching the stream, maybe hit that subscribe button. That's all I'm going to say. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two. All right, there we go. Thank you for the likes dropping in. Thank you again for the tips earlier. Florida Nick and Stephen M. Appreciate it. And let's see what's up in the chat. JG says it's crazy how CLOV has catalyst tomorrow and all the technicals are showing. Is the star rating tomorrow or Friday? I have no clue. I honestly don't know too much about it. But yeah, I mean, it could go either way. That could make or break technicals. All right. Nick says SPY Insight, think I'm SOL for my puts. Not too sure what you mean by that. What's up, Tariel? How you doing? Look what I'm drinking out of right now. Isn't that cool? Tomorrow, it's released tomorrow. All right, so I guess we'll see what it is. You know, like as per usual, news and catalyst can override technicals, of course. but they could also help them out. You never know. All right, so Seedless Green says hopefully CLOV can get you a few more 100 subscribers. I mean, definitely. I mean, the CLOV army has definitely been very kind to me. So yeah, I really appreciate all the support from everybody who found me through the CLOV Reddit, through Tar Heels channel, through a few other YouTubers shouting me out. Really appreciate all the support there. You need one of the mugs. You also need some of these, man. Some of these cards. I mean, look, you got the I was about to drop that on my tee. You got Papa Elon. You got just a bunch of Bitcoins. TradingViews, I don't know. I think they've built up their brand for a while. I think that them getting into stuff like this is really cool. Even got the stop loss here. Can't even show it. I think you can see it. But yeah, shout out to TradingView. They don't sponsor me, but they're always super kind to me. And yeah. All right. So let's do take a request. Don't request any OTCs. Do not request anything that was up over 30% today. And don't request anything that IPO within the last month. If you request any of those, I'm going to skip it. I'm telling you ahead of time. I'm just looking at all of these charts in the eyes of a swing trader. Of course, I do day trade and I do like long-term stuff. But for the stream, I just focus on swing trading because it's, you know, what a lot of these technicals work best with. I wouldn't say work best with, but what I've taught them. How do I put this? Like, I've built the stream and the course and everything on swing trading. So I'm just looking at these charts in the eyes of a swing trader. And nothing I say is financial advice. And technicals are not certainty. So we're going to be starting off with Tesla because I already saw that in the chat earlier. And we'll probably take requests like 10 o'clock or something. We got a lot of time to do take requests tonight, which is good. Also, how's the audio? All right. Is the music good? Too loud, too low? If there's ever any like levels that are off, just let me know. Yeah, SDC, we talked about like the back test. That was really all I saw when we looked at it. I think we looked at it on Monday and had a huge day today. I mean, just to quickly look at it, because this is really all I could talk about in SDC. We looked at this on Monday, I believe, where again, you had that wedge. It broke out of the wedge and I think it hit 1 or 2 targets from a premium trade. And then it just sold off, but it got back to the previous supply line, flipped into a demand line. And I mean, it just makes so much sense that it bounced off of this area. And yeah, very nice move off of that point today. I think, you know, the mid $7 area is resistance for SDC and around $5 is your support. All right, Tesla. Pretty interesting price action. Kind of started to create this little flag. It broke out of it pretty quickly and then it started using the previous supply line as a demand line. It's been bouncing off of that all week. And then the 780 level it's trying to hold. It's kind of chopping around it. That 780 level was your high from April 14th and it was your low from January 29th. So that's Tesla. Do keep in mind though, you have triple classic bearish divergence on Tesla, which I just noticed. So on the daily, you got some triple classic bearish divergence. Unfortunately, it is confirmed. So kind of a little bit of contradicting variables right now. Let's just put it like that. TLRY, we talked about this on Monday night, 1276. I have my alert set up right at that area. It's where you tried to double bottom off of, but you failed. And under that level, it's a little bit weird. Above that level is when historically things have gotten crazy before. But it's just, I don't know. I want to see TLRY get back above like 12 for me to get a little bit more confident in it. Of course, there's this long-term wedge. I saw somebody else chart this on Twitter. We'll see. But it says earnings are on the 12th. So coin flip there. Philip Morris, potential hidden bullish divergence on the daily, the MACD, and on the RSI. And what else? You zoom out, I mean, I don't like that song. This is kind of like the huge area. 89 to 93. That's like, if we go over to the weekly, that dates back to like 2013. Right, so you have that. Before that, you also have the 200 moving average at 93. That hit in bullish divergence on the daily. And 4 hour, you were oversold for a little bit. Technically, this could be called a bear flag, but again, it depends on which way it breaks. So upsloping price action after a large pull downwards, and then on the daily, a little bit deep on the deep point. Could be an alternate bat, or even a shark maybe. And that is PM. Walmart, I mean, hidden bullish divergence if it could bounce and hold above 134.4. Guess you do have some support around that 135 area. Bounced off it in September of last year, June of this year, and then 2 days ago. But it did break down from this down sloping channel, unfortunately. So that's really it for Walmart right now. And it's trying. We talked about this on stream, I think, like last week. There's still potential for hidden bullish divergence. It's not currently developing though, because it's been red for the past 3 days, and still potential for this inverse head and shoulders to eventually play out. There's just not a lot of demand right now, so it needs that demand to hopefully test and maybe break above 86 and head back up, but you're just not really getting a lot of low time frame confirmation just yet. I don't know what's really going on with the gambling space. I haven't even looked at other gambling stocks recently to see how they're doing. Maybe DraftKings also selling off, so just getting some sell-offs in that sector currently. CASI could be trying to double bottom at the PCZ of a bullish shark. Pretty much could get class B hidden bullish divergence on the daily if it just holds this low that it's trying to put in, but we'll see if it can. You have a bearish engulfing candle today, so it's all about 115. That was even a low from the COVID crash, and it's just trying to maybe double bottom off it, but it's not, you know, pivoting just yet. So make or break area for CASI. And we have IVR. I don't remember who, I think somebody asked me about this in premium, but I mean, even if we just take out the cipher tool, you just have too perfect of a top out over here at 460 for there to be a textbook harmonic. Maybe if you look at it like this, let's see. Did have a 618 there, then you went down. Pretty much, you know, from B to D, you went to a 3618, a little bit extend. Actually, yeah, so you went down to a 3618 from B to D. So even regardless of harmonics, I don't know if I have 3618 on my fib tool. I do. So if we just look at it like this, hit that 3618, started bouncing off of it. You did have classic bullish divergence there as well. So it is curling up a little bit. You do have a gap fill at 332. It's also previous support. And if you can't get above that level, really $3 is your support. I mean, talking about Fibonacci extensions, CEI has been a nightmare this week. But what did we talk about last week on stream? Fibonacci. Because TA is apparently fake. And when stocks go crazy and they're getting squeezed, TA doesn't work. Yeah, I mean, that's what everybody says. But then you have things like this, right? We're literally a line that's not even technically on the chart. You can plot it and it literally perfectly taps it and tops out the golden ratio, which is seen all across the universe. That's crazy. But yeah, you know, since it hit that golden ratio, it's down about 81%. It's not because it hit a golden ratio that it dropped that much. I mean, it did drop 40% before any other, you know, short reports or anything came out, but obviously you've got catalysts on top of that. And this one's just dropping like crazy. I mean, I have no clue where CI is headed to next. It is getting back down towards the support zone, which is pretty much just under $1, but I have no clue what's going on there fundamentally. I think it was up after hours on some news. I'm just covering because I want to talk about the Fibonacci extensions. Yeah, it's up 30% after hours, so I went back up to like 118. So I don't know. I mean, I can see it going either way. I'm not too caught up with everything that's going on there. And then Frog, I mean, I have no clue. You could get classic bullish divergence on the daily. You are oversold. The last time you were oversold on the daily, it did bounce up 50%. But I don't really know what you'd want to look at this like. I don't really see a harmonic or a pattern, and then just not a lot of data here. So, yeah, I mean, that's really all I got. And I don't know anything about the company. Futures still pretty green, up about 0.5%. Bitcoin bouncing up a little bit. It's at 54.5K currently, and that was Frog. Yeah, we'll take a look at the VIX. Oh, TLRY has earnings tomorrow morning. All right, well, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Exactly how I had it charted to large shark. Maybe, yeah, good job, man. Thank you for the 50 likes. CRSER. That doesn't show up on my watch list. Or to Nick, but we'll look at Plug. Plug right now, you know, this was a break-even trade. It was up 10% at one point, and that's just the rules of the sheet. If a trade goes up 10%, falls back down to the entry, no point of letting a winning trade turn into a losing trade. It's just a part of the sheet. Like I said, you know, when I talked about it on stream as it happened, it's always up to you. You make your own decisions. I'm not trading for you. Not much of a technical difference, except you lost the classic bullish divergence on the daily, but still you just want to see Plug hold above 2368. And that's really about it. You know, not much of divergence right now. I mean, you could get hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. On the MACD, it's currently developing. And I mean, even if we zoom in, this could be a shark on the 4-hour. I don't know if I want to use the same exact candle to go from the B to the C point. I'll just do this. It's a shark, so it really doesn't matter too much. C point's also a little bit shallow, but pretty close to a shark. And yeah, that's Plug. Bullish engulfing candle today. And then the VIX. I think you had a... No, you didn't. So actually, yes, you did. You have a bearish engulfing candle today. So bearish engulfing candle for the VIX today. Really, the VIX has just been in this range between 20 and 25 since September 28th. So I'm just waiting to see. You see I have alerts under the range and above the range. I'm just waiting to see which way it breaks out. Still is above 19.63 and the 200-day moving average, and it is still making higher lows compared to making lower lows up until June. All right, so that's the VIX. Robinhood, I think they announced 24/7 customer support or whatever. 40 is their support on Robinhood, and this is pretty much your resistance. Maybe a little bit of like a descending triangle on Robinhood currently. So you just want to see it hold above 40, which is only 5% under you. On the 4-hour, you do have hidden bullish divergence developing. All right, on the MACD and on the RSI, and then maybe on the 1-hour, maybe a harmonic. That's past a 50% retrace if you look at it like that, but if you look at it like this, let's see, that's also a 618. So you got a little bit deep, went down to the 886. I mean, let's go down to the 30-minute. I don't know, if you're really trying to make this a bullish bat, you could kind of do it like this on the 30-minute. From this low up to this high, and then you get the 886, or actually get much lower than that. I mean, if you ignore the scam wick, then you got like a 9.4, so XABCD. But yeah, that's only the 1-hour chart, so whatever. Clean spark in this downsloping wedge. 15 is an important level that it's currently under, and short term your support's around 11. All right, so kind of in between those two levels. That's about it. Maybe you could find some harmonics in there, but it's just about those two levels in general. IDEX, potential triple classic bullish divergence if the MACD like starts seriously waning back towards green. It is under 223 historical level. It's really choppy under 223. You could probably pick out like 20 different levels to find from all these lows and highs. I'll just pick two, 141 and 178, and maybe a little bit of a descending broadening wedge on IDEX. All right. What does a shark imply? Well, I mean, it's a harmonic in general, so if it's bullish, it can imply move up. If it's bearish, it can imply move down. It's not a certainty. Bearish cipher on plug, we can take a look at it again. Alfredo says, thank God for Discord alerting me of the live stream. And we still got 50 people in here. What's up? I mean, the chat's so quiet. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna get off the stream soon. And it's the final stream of the week. No, Florida Nick, everybody, you know, we're not just born knowing what a bullish shark is, right? So everybody has to start somewhere. There's no bad questions in trading. All right, I was gonna look at plug again. Bear cipher on plug from 821. Bear cipher from 821 and 927. I'm not too sure about the 821. Wait, do you just... So 821 is not a market day from what I'm seeing. 810. Yeah. C point's a bit shallow. But yeah, you do actually have that playing out. Apart from the C point, I think you need a 1, or you want a 1.13, something like that, but it's not too much of a difference. And yeah, you set a cipher. Yep, pretty much hitting the targets now, which lines up with the support. I'm gonna skip that song. Medi says, do you follow the 30 candle before harmonics, or do you ignore that? For me, I know Scott has a lot of different, very intricate rules, and I'm not trying to discredit his work, and he knows more about harmonics than I do because, well, he created a lot of them. But for me, with harmonics and just technicals in general, I try and follow the overall ideas to the textbook. But when it goes into like all the very, very specific points, that's when I give them a little bit of flexibility. For example, on falling wedges, Bulkowski wants the 5 waves within that pattern for it to be a textbook falling wedge. If I see a 4-wave falling wedge that looks like clear price contraction to the downside to me, I'll play that falling wedge. So for me, it's like I look for the patterns from a base standpoint to be, you know, following the overall metrics. But when it comes down to like just variables in general, I just look for the variables that just make the most sense to me, because again, you know, you could be very mathematical about all this if you want to, and there are benefits to that, you know, just for more precision. But I try and be a lot of times a lot more psychological. You know, why is this pattern appearing? What could it signify? Regardless of it being, you know, a little bit out of super intricate textbook rules. And I'm not saying that's wrong, because technically, if you're going to go by textbooks, what I'm saying is wrong, but it's just what works best for me. Because again, I'm not typically only playing one thing, right? So sometimes, you know, I'll have a scuffed butterfly on my chart, but I'm also playing divergence and support and a pattern outside of that. So for me, it's like the quantity over trying to get every single pinpoint thing right. But again, I'm not telling you all to be imperfect traders. I'm only saying I do that because I have a very, I wouldn't say unique, but I have a very good understanding of how I like my technicals to look, right? But for all of you, I want all of you to be studying the textbook stuff. Hopefully that answers your question. Skip that song. All right. Henry says, anyone in China stocks? China small caps are still being down. I haven't traded any Chinese stocks in like months. I'm not in them for right now. All right, so we'll do the final two tickers of the night. Wish and HUSA. Wish is in the falling wedge. It's kind of just running against the supply line. There is potential classic bullish divergence. If you ignore that little one red bar right here, you are oversold on the RSI. It's just, you know, will it break out? Will it not? I mean, hopefully at some point it does. I don't know when. But yeah, it's really all I got for Wish right now. I mean, who knows how low it goes before a breakout, or who knows if it breaks out in a week. Like, I just don't know. I'm just waiting to see for a little bit more data. Yeah, that was the final ticker of the night. We could look at JMIA Maxime. That'll be the final ticker of the night. HUSA, you said HUSA bearish AF. Not the easiest thing for me to chart, honestly. It's just very low volume. I mean, what's daily volume here? 500,000 on a $2. Well, there are, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna chart levels. Yeah, that's really all I can do. I don't really have any sort of bias around this. All right, so those are the levels I got. Have a good one, Zeke for Bleak. Remember, if you're watching the stream right now and you're not on the Discord, you're missing out. I mean, if you want to miss out, that's cool. But it's also not cool, right? So the link's in the description. You just click a button. Once you join the Discord, it's very easy to understand. I've made a whole entire video. It's in the verification channel. So once you're a new member of Discord, you just watch that video and I literally explain everything to you. And you just get a bunch of education, paid bots for free, not financial advice alerts, 2,000 other traders you can meet. It's free. So that link's always in the description if you're not in it. I mean, I don't know really what you're doing. I just think you're wasting your time. And I don't want you to be wasting your time. So I will press you into joining the Discord because it just helps you learn. And if you're not putting yourself in a position to be learning every day, then you're just missing out. All right. So I'm going to put it like that tonight. Okay. I know I usually don't talk about it like that. I'm just kind of bored right now. JMIA, this was a premium trade. Hit the first target for a 13% gain. Got really close to the second target, but didn't touch it. Maybe it could be bottoming, you know, twice around the $17 price point. Could somewhat get triple classic bullish divergence, more of just class B classic bullish divergence. Same low on price. That's really about it. I just want to see it hold above 17. And futures actually going a little bit higher. Still really good stuff on futures so far. We'll see what they look like in the morning. And yeah, final stream of the week. Vibe coin giveaway for today's stream. I was in fourth place. And in like 4 dice rolls, I have no coins now. For anybody who's on the Discord, where it's not real gambling, it's all just a game, it's fake money. But yeah, I was doing so well. Like, I was just consistently getting, you know, 200 coins a day, just very easily. Then I saw GC Food just literally doing nonstop dice 240, dice 240, dice 240. I'm like, all right, he has like a crazy amount of coins. He has 20k coins. Maybe he's onto something. So I'm like, all right, I have 1,000. I could probably try this method out at this point. I do dice 240, dice 240, dice 240. 4 or 5 trades. There goes my coins. So I definitely missed a part of what he was doing. I just tried to replicate it very quickly and yeah, blew up my Vibe coin account in like 5 minutes after spending like 3 days taking it from probably like 300 in dailies to 1,000. Is what it is. Giveaway. All right, we'll do a giveaway on one condition. You let me join the giveaway. All right, I'm probably not going to win either way. And all the giveaways I've done for Vibe coins, I've never joined them because again, that would just kind of be weird. But tonight, how about this? I'll do a giveaway if you let me partake in the participation part of that. All right, it's your choice, Mehdi. I get to join too if you want to give away tonight. Otherwise, we'll just wait till tomorrow. You said deal? All right, so let's get it started. But now since I'm doing it on stream, everybody's gonna be seeing it, so whatever. Yeah, dice, it's like super hit or miss, but if you're GC Fu, it's like, I mean, it hit for him. Again, there's disclaimers in the Discord. I just want to say it on stream because I don't know if everybody here is in the Discord or not. We're not actually gambling. It's all fake. Gambling can be very dangerous. If you've had any issues with gambling, I'd probably say stop watching the stream right now. And I also put this in the channel in the Discord. If you are in the Discord and you have problems with gambling, just DM me and I'll block you from seeing the channel. And there's also a hotline number that I put in that channel for anybody. So I just want to make all those things clear because gambling is very, very different than trading. And I don't want to mix the two up there. I just want to keep them separate. This is just like an entertaining thing so I can do giveaways. That's literally all it is. And like I upgraded the Discord bot and this was just one of the features it had. So I just selected it. I just want to put all those disclaimers up first so there's no confusion. All right. But of course, those disclaimers are in the Discord as well. All right. And I also want to start saying this. If anybody's in the Discord and you put anything inappropriate in any of the channels I'm showing live on stream, you're going to get kicked from the Discord because that can get me banned on YouTube. So don't put anything inappropriate. Nobody's ever done it. I just want to say it ahead of time because I've seen it happen to other streamers where they're in their Discord and then people want to be funny and they get banned from Twitch or YouTube, whatever it is. So yeah, don't do that. All right, so how many coins did you say? How many coins are we doing? I can't do too much because then it's not fair to everybody who's actually like, you know, playing the games. I'm just gonna we'll do 300. Oh, I did G create 300. I was supposed to type that in right here. Did I say 300? I think I did. There we go. This is the first label I've ever entered. If I win, I'm just gonna dice 240 right now. All right, now we got like, all right, wow, this never happens. All right, so I do it in the middle of the day. Nobody's entering. There's like 2 people that join. And I do it on stream, and now there's 9 people in it the one time I actually enter it. Great. Yeah, keep hitting that like button if you didn't already. But yeah, if you're not in the Discord, the link's in the description. Join the Discord, go to the verification channel, hit both of these buttons to get your member role activated and your unverified role deactivated, and then watch this. I made it over the weekend. It literally is an explanation of everything. Did I win? No. Wait, who? All right. I said 300. There you go. MWS, if you're in the stream, dice 240 right now. Dice 240. Do it. Do a dice 240. Not financial advice, even though these are fake coins. You gotta put a space in there. I hope this works. MWS like this. Slash dice space 240. And it'll like pop up with like the amount thing. How do you have 22,000? That's actually crazy. I had like 1,200 before I blew up my Vibecoin account. I honestly thought, because 50k is like the first prize you get, which is an FTM hat. I honestly thought it would take a long time for somebody to even get to that. But wow. Futures ripping. Yeah, they're still up 0.5%. They're doing well. Actually, that is a little bit delayed, so they could be up more now. All right, let's see. 5 and 2. Oh. All right. Well, you still won 60. Okay, so I'm gonna disappear now. I'm gonna call it a night. Sorry about that. Yeah, but I said not financial advice though. Okay, so I'm sorry that you lost 240 out of the 300 vibe coins you just got. I said not financial advice, KTF. I said it. I said not financial advice. All right. Technically, though, I could always just. I mean, does it still have it? When did I lose everything? Like I would have been in 4th right now. I had 1,200. So if I didn't do those 5 dices in a row, I would have been right here in 4th. But now I have 0. Unfortunately. I don't know. I'm just bored. Probably gonna end the stream right now. But yeah, everybody. Hope you have a great night. Thank you for watching the stream. If you're not on the Discord, join the Discord. And yeah, it's most likely the final stream of the week. So good luck tomorrow and Friday with your trading. And peace out.